Hi everyone, this is Aaron for Zollotech, and we're going to do a 4G camera comparison. So all of these are 4G phones. Here we have the HTC Thunderbolt, the Droid Charge, and the LG Revolution. All of these are on Verizon 4G, and we're going to compare the cameras. All of them have 1.3 megapixel forward-facing cameras, but we're really going to focus on the cameras on the back that you would use for picture or image taking. So on the back we have an 8 megapixel dual LED flash camera for the HTC Thunderbolt. The Droid Charge also has an 8 megapixel camera with a single LED flash. And the LG Revolution has a 5 megapixel camera with LED flash. Let's go ahead and take a look at the user interface quick on each of them. The batteries are kind of low on here, but it should be okay to take a look at the camera. We'll go into our app drawer and go into camera. Here we have the camera. You can see it came up nice and quickly. And it says you're unable to use the flash since the battery's too low. We're not going to use the flash anyway, but we can zoom with this bar on the left. We can take a picture with the middle button. We can switch to video camera. And let's go ahead and take a look at some of the effects. We have distortion and vignette and depth of field. We can do a bunch of different effects. Here's where we can view our photos. We'll go back. That's where we can view our photos. And here we have the option for flash, but because the battery's low, we can't do that right now. If we switch to video camera, again we have some effects. We have negative, sepia tone, solarize, posterize. So we have all of these effects that we can use, and we'll take a look at the camera quality. Let's go back to home. Now let's take a look at the features on the Charge. Now each of these use slightly different versions of interface. This one here is TouchWiz, that has HTC Sense, and I apologize, but I don't remember the name of the interface on the LG Revolution. But it basically looks like a combination of these two. So let's go ahead and go into our app drawer. We'll go to our camera. And here's the camera app. A little bit different looking. And again, we have some options with a drawer on the left. We can get to our camera here, switch between camera and video camera. This is where we have our different photos we've already taken. Let's go ahead and slide the drawer out. And here we can switch the camera to the front. We have some options here for shooting mode, for continuous and add me and different things. We have flash options. We'll leave it off for now. We also have exposure, and we have a bunch of different settings for outdoor visibility, autofocus, scene mode. We also have guidelines for rule of thirds, that sort of thing, and we have different shutter sounds if we want to have those, and GPS tag. So that's the Droid Charge interface. Let's go ahead and take a look at the LG Revolution interface. There we go. They're all low on battery for whatever reason. Let's go to camera. We'll go into the apps, camera, and on the Revolution, it's taking a little bit longer to come up. There we go. Put a phone behind it so you can see. Again, we have a little drawer on the left. We can switch between our video and photo modes just by a little bit sliding that up and down. We can swap the camera front. Here's some different zoom effects. I'm not sure I like the way they do that on this one. Again, we have exposure. We have our auto flash or off or on. And we have tools here for different resolutions for 5 megapixel and below. We have scene modes. There we go. We have scene modes and ISO and white balance and color effect and focus. And most of these you can get all the same effects or control over your images on each one of these phones. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual images they produce. recording from the HTC Thunderbolt. Let's go ahead and pan across. For those of you that have seen my camera comparisons before, we're using the same setup. We'll pan down and see how it refocuses on the pavement below or the patio below. Back up. Alright, let's move on to the Droid Charge. Now we're recording with the Droid Charge. Let's go ahead and pan across again. Everything looks nice and fluid on the screen as it did with the Thunderbolt. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the LG Revolution. We're recording with the LG Revolution. Let's pan across again. Now you've seen what type of image each camera produces based on which phone, and I'd like to hear from you and see which one you think is the best. Again, we have 8 megapixel, 8 megapixel, and 5 megapixel. Let me know which one you think is the best as far as the camera goes, and which phone you'd pick based on the camera. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. This is Aaron. We'll see you next time.